Well, hello folks, and welcome back to Arcanum, Arcanum, however I want to pronounce it. We are going to make our way back to... I guess, why did I run here? I've got to take the boat if I'm going to leave this place. There's nothing else up there. I don't think there was anything at Bolo's altar. If I even actually stopped there, I might not have. Well, this is disappointing. I was playing this place off in my head like it was Toronto, and we were just gonna run out, leave town, and go where we need to go. What are you doing out and about, sir? Are you the killer? Don't look like an elf. There's a curfew going on, or there should be. Put a curfew on for a little bit, kill anybody who is slinking around in the night. It doesn't stop to answer your questions. And also, while we're down here, the wooden crate. I just run up to it. I can't lockpick it. I'd really prefer not to attack it. I'm going to assume maybe I need to find one of the guards and speak to them. I don't need to know any of that stuff. I need to know what's in the box, man. I'm just curious, that's all. No harm, no foul. I don't want to go to Thanatos just yet. I need to go to Toronto, Passage for 2. I'm going to assume that there's a demonologist here. There might not be. I thought about it between videos a little bit, and I still was just drawing a blank, unfortunately. I doubt that there would be one up in the University District. Combat music? Are you just gonna persist forever? I can only assume what that means is that something somewhere wants to eat my face off. But the pathing will not allow them to actually reach me. Before we go anywhere, I am going to get some of these items identified. I'm curious what this helm is and what sword she actually is using. Come on, we've got to save this guy. Even though he might be able to hold his own against two of them. Good shooting in the dark there. Apparently I am blind. Even if I didn't dodge, asshole, do you really think you're gonna be able to get through my freaking armor? I'm a tank. I'm a walking mechanized tank. Iron ore. Large gears. These guys are a good source of junk, which I should probably be keeping an eye out for. In fact, what do I even need to craft this? Where is it? Should be like the very last thing I learned. The mechanized arachnid. I need a small steam engine that I do not have and large gears. So I will pick up those large gears on the way back, provided I actually remember. There's no promises. I need this. You've got your bow equipped. Is there anything else that you have? Might as well try that. We know this is going to be garbage, but okay. I'll waste a little bit of money on it. What do we got? Small charmed robes. Yeah, useless. Shouldn't even bother. Arcane gauntlets. Blade of unholy fire. Damage 5 through 30. Random fire damage. I don't know if that means random fire damage on me, random fire damage on her, random fire damage on the enemies. I'm gonna allow her to keep that though. I don't think I've got any jewelry or anything that needs identified. And of course I'm not wearing anything because I threw all of my magical stuff on the ground in protest. Yeah, take it. Take the gloves. Take the helm. Take the garbage robes. What do I want to do with this balanced sword? It's a tough one. I could attempt to craft the charged sword, even though I don't really see the point. I'm not interested in hauling around electrical charges and searching for various ways to craft them. We got Quilt and Bend. Was there anyone in here? Thaddeus Minor. Got any more jobs for me? No. I need to go back to Stillwater at some point. There's a couple things to do there still. We need to return, or at least hand over the Caladon gem. Get our paltry reward for that. There is Cyrus the Mage. That I never actually went and reported back on. Let's go talk to this guy in here. I feel like we've had his name dropped on us. Charles Dunstan. Probably not, actually. Okay. Thinking of somebody else. What are you doing back there? Half-orc thief. He's foolishly trying to plot his way in there. Just steal some more junk to walk around with. The Appleby residence. I wonder if Gilbert Bates would know anything about this. A locked door. Did I ever go in here? I was gonna say, can I not unlock it? Oh, hello. Mechanized arachnids. 4 of them, level 20. Well, wouldn't you know it, I'm actually looking into making some of you. I feel like I've ran past this locked door every time because there was a guard walking up and down the road. Maybe I just never came here at the right time. Don't run away. Don't take a pot shot and leave.
Wow, I've never seen such a skillful blow.
Are you sure you didn't see one earlier? I've been doing this a lot. Nothing to loot, nothing to loot. Damn it, come on, I'm a dwarf. I should be able to salvage something out of those corpses. Industrial garbage. It said salvage, but I don't think it is. And a fine helmet. What's even the point? So what, we found some mechanized arachnids. If I'd have been in here at an earlier level, I probably would have gotten my ass kicked. Did I ever go in here? How can you see me all the way over there? Of course I jammed it. Let's go in here. What do we got? What are you hiding in here, Bates? A bed? Can I use it? Of course not. It's not like guards are ever going to come in here. Another locked door, huh? Pretty good trap, too. Another locked door? What are you hiding? I'll break this door down if I have to. And locked crates. Don't jam this up, Krugmar. You already jammed it up. I'm gonna try to pick it one more time. I think after you jam it, your success rate goes up about 50%. Just to take a little bit of salt and rub it in. A Huron device? What the hell is this? You know what? I bet you this is something I would have had to have stolen for that competitor of Bates's. I'm not going to be able to squeeze this in, am I? I could give her some stuff. You know what I don't need anymore? Show me this. I don't need that anymore. At least I hope I don't. I hold it yet? Okay. I don't know where we're going to take this. Oh, and of course the door is locked again. Let's see how many days I can be stuck in here for. You know, Raven, I'm Of course I jammed it on like the first try. You know, Raven, I'm surprised you don't have any lockpicking skills. Aren't elves supposed to be some type of roguish type character or something? I would assume that these locks would be absolutely no trouble for you. We might actually starve in here. Jammed it and then picked it. Come on. That's right, we were never in there. You never saw us. This is where the painting was that leads down into the sewers. I don't think there's a demonologist in this town. So the question is, if I was a demonologist, where would I be? What the hell's going on here? I've no time to talk. We've a problem on our hands. Labor agitators, you understand? What do you mean? What do they want? The orcs are striking for a union again. Won't they ever learn? But that's no excuse for a lack of manners, now is it? He offers his hand for us to shake. I'm Captain Wheeler of the Tarantian Guard. I'm Krugmar. What exactly are you going to do? If I were certain it were possible to do so without the loss of any of my men, I'd raid the factory and kill them all. Damned orcs. I don't have a high persuasion. Maybe I can help, though. The orcs have taken over this factory and say they won't leave until they're allowed to unionize. It's the damned leader Dom Throg. That's the real problem here. Most of these orcs know what their place is and act accordingly. But Throg gets them all riled up. He's too smart for his own good. It's the human blood that has made him this difficult, ironically. So he's a half-orc, then? Yes. And instead of being part of society as his blood would allow, he's taken it upon himself to be the champion of the orcs. He lives with them, works with them, and basically he refuses to be treated as anything but a full-blooded orc. We need to rid society of his kind for the good of everyone. So, you can't admire him, though? Over living as his principles dictate? Oh, I see. One of those, are you? I don't have time for you orc sympathizers. Perhaps you'd like to go commiserate with the Honorable Mr. Babcock over there. He's the one spouting nonsense to my guards. Okay, and why would you suggest I do that? 'Cause you sound like him. He's always going on about respect for all races. Pfft, bollocks. All these bloody orcs understand is violence. Okay, maybe I should speak with him. I mean, I believe I went in here earlier in the game when I first came to Toronto. Remember the orcs being pretty nice in there. Who is this person? You're who I'm supposed to talk to, maybe? Captain Wheeler told me to come speak to you. And why did he tell you that? Well, I was defending the rights of orcs, and he wasn't very amused, actually. Huh, I'm sure he wasn't. He believes the orcs aren't fit to live, let alone have any rights. That's what all this is about. All the orcs want is the right to unionize. I'm trying to keep this from deteriorating into what happened last time. And what did happen last time? It was a massacre. Captain Wheeler mowed the protesters down with a mechanized gun. It was horrible. I suppose that is why they chose to hold up inside a factory this time instead of, protesting in the open. For Wheeler to get inside, he'd have to sacrifice some men, and that would look bad for him. So, what happened to Wheeler after he killed the protesters? Nothing. Some on the council actually wanted to give him a medal. It's kind of shocking. Yes, it is. And what's more, I feel it is directly responsible for the situation that's arisen here today. Okay. Well, the orcs feel they have to do things like this to draw attention to their plight. They feel they cannot effect any change through political ends, when they are seen as expendable beasts. It is all the more the pity, as Mr. Throg could be just the man we're looking for. What do you mean, just the man you're looking for? Don Throg is the leader of the orcs. Because he has human blood, we can make a case for his rights to unionize before the council. There's never been a case to determine the rights of a half-orc under the law. If a half-orc can pass for human, they usually keep their heads down, so that others won't think of them as orcs. And if they look like orcs, well, it's a different appearance. I see, so just how human does he look? He's unique in that his features have a distinctive orcish cast to them, but instead of making him look the dumb brute, it actually gives him somewhat the appearance of a swarthy rogue. And I've never met a half-orc with the charisma he has, or near anyone else for that matter. Okay, so what can be done? to defuse this situation? Nothing. I'm afraid it seems Mr. Throg has reached the end of his days. Well, that's too bad, I suppose. So, I haven't even saved it this video. I'm gonna try to go in here, see what happens. Can I talk to Mr. Throg? I mean, again, I don't have any persuasion skill. Look, guys, they're boarded up. I just want to go in. Okay, I know that you all kind of suspect me a little bit more now, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that. Aha, we successfully picked that lock. Coming to talk to you. Seriously, Raven? You're gonna get on my balls for this? Don't jam it up. Okay, maybe that wasn't Raven, that was Throg. Of course. Now he wants to kill me. Well, fuck. I didn't think he was going to be able to see me through the door there, but apparently I was wrong. You know what? Solve your own damn problem. I'm trying to possibly save the world here. I don't have time for this nonsense. The police won't let me in to talk to you. You won't let me in to talk to you. I'm not going to work that hard to be a negotiator to save your life, basically. Here, get up the stairs, Krugmar. What are you doing? Oh, Mr. Bates is asleep. Okay, let's just... He goes to bed awfully early. I figured he'd be the type of guy who burns the candle at both ends. We're waiting for an audience with you, probably for no reason.
You have returned.
Nope. I don't know anything else except that Nasrudin's not buried in the temple and I've got to go to some strange distant island to get there. Which may or may not be an easy feat. I didn't actually ask the boat captain if he would take us. I don't think I'm looking for anyone, am I? Do I need to use the Hall of Records? An old stone altar, that's right. I guess not. At least I don't think I do. So, the Zoological Society. Surely someone in here. Definitely not you. You're not gonna know anything of demons, I wouldn't imagine. Even though he might. He called himself a crackpot. University Court. What was in here? This is where the fuel was, isn't it? Yes. I remembered this place just in case I needed fuel at some point. Benjamin Gershwin, do you know anything? Of course not. Nice to see you too again, Professor Buxington. I've got a question. Okay. Not him either. He's got that ancient diagram. Oh, hey. Before us stands that I guess this guy is gonna know, Professor Eakins. Suddenly, I need information about Manamana. He seems overjoyed to see us. Oh, a dwarf! I get so few opportunities to study those of your type. We've already been through this, buddy. Seriously, you've already examined my head. It hasn't changed. He seems truly upset. So few people understand the true advances the science can offer. Yeah, I thought you studied magic and demons. Was it this guy who studied heads? I don't really know what's going on. Look, I'm a scholar, involved in research, magic and science are the opposite sides of the same coin. To be truly knowledgeable, one must study a tremendous variety of things. Specialization is for insects and orcs. Well, can you tell me anything about the demon? Yes. Why do you persist in mucking about? This is serious business. Well, I believe he's murdering people in another town. I had my suspicions those murders were demonic in nature, but I never suspected Manamana. This is bad news indeed. I'm quite curious how you even heard about the murders. Kinda strange. I mean, apparently the king didn't even know, because if the king found out, he was going to get involved. bring in somebody, or maybe it was just if the murders got worse. So, why is this so bad? Phenomena is one of the few demons that has the ability to possess a living being. As such, he can move among us undetected. In days of old, human sacrifices of thousands of victims were required to satiate him once he was summoned. He will be with us for a long time if we do not act to stop him. Okay, so what's the story? Well, it's a long one. Let us simply say that the summoner is paying the penance for the summoning. He is the beast's present host, and has been for the past 500 years. I bet that elf wishes he was possessed of a shorter lifespan now. So, how did it come to possess this elf? As I said, it's a long story, but I think I have... Ah yes, here it is. The Legend of Tier de Vient. You can read the demon story in here if you want. Okay, how do I kill it? You've got to stab it through the heart with the blade of Xerxes. Oh my god, let me guess. It's in a dungeon somewhere, guarded by demons. Not just any dungeon, mind you. The Pit of Fires, deep within the Stonewall Mountains. Forged deep within the underworld by fire demons, it is the only weapon in Arcanum that can be guaranteed to strike the demon down. If one was to try to defeat the demon with anything but the blade, it would be disastrous indeed. Why is that? Well, if the blade is plunged into the heart of the host, the demon will be sent back to the underworld as the unfortunate host dies. If he's killed by any other method, the demon shall be loosed from the confines of his host, and he'll be basically unstoppable. Okay, so where do I go in the Stonewall Mountains? It's simple to find, really. The entrance is a bit south of the, No, that's not the best way. It's a bit west, actually, of... Well, here. I'll just mark it on your map. It'll be simpler that way. Neato. Not so neato that I have to go to a dungeon and hunt down a blade, but I guess it's something that is more fun than running around Toronto, actually. Tired of town exploring. We need a good dungeon to go sink our axe into. Zerod's Magic Armory. Okay. Pretty sure that's another magic shop. Before I leave this town, I'm going to check out my loot barrel. I need to see what I can craft. Let's go check out these two stores as well, see if they have anything different. What are you carrying today, my good man? Basic plate mail, 70 arrows. Buy those up. Sheet metal, nothing else important. Okay. What about you, Gunner Gunnington? What's in your shop today? Tempted to ask him about Thanatos. A flamethrower and bullets. Flamethrower sounds fun, but I'm not doing that this build. My build's basically decided. My choices have been cemented. I have 3 more levels to go. Let's see. Gears and gadgetries with the herb lady. Ginkgo root and Kadura stem. Perfect. So far, we've made up 10 potions. That's a lot. What are you selling? An electrical harness. Wait a second. You know what? I think there's a better way to look at this stuff. So the mechanized arachnid is a small steam engine plus large gears. Clockwork decoy. Clock parts, small string. Small spring. I don't care about any of this. Don't really need to make any of those items. Thought I needed an electrical harness for something that I could make. Maybe I don't. Maybe it's a custom item. I gotta go through these again. It's been a while. So we got the Invigorator, the Miracle Cure, and the Reanimator. Nothing in chemistry, surprisingly enough. There's the charged sword. Need a large capacitor. Bullets. Pyrotechnic bow. It'd be fun to make that for Raven, but it would just blow up in her hands. Bronwick's gun. Kinda want to make this just to see it. Be neat. Machined plate mill. Got the pyrotechnic axe, the mechanical dagger, brain builder, and the potion of hypnotic suggestion. Okay. I guess I was wrong. I don't actually need anything from you. Smashes my hopes and dreams. What do you got for sale? Fancy? Well, I guess it's a rustic dress. It looks fancy, but it's not really. And I could buy a bunch of potions for her, but I don't really want her to piss through them and waste my money. And I don't want to keep any in my inventory to feed to her when the actual time arises, so forget it. I'm going to do some inventory here, clean out my bag, sort out a whole bunch of junk, and whenever we come back, we'll be going to the Pit of Fire and see if we can find that demon-slaying dagger.